So, one question we get from time to time is, can I really learn to code with Scratch? Now, the short answer to that is yes, of course you can learn to code with Scratch. You can make games, create animations, tell stories, and more by creating Scratch programs. Now, the longer answer to that question revolves around the nature of coding languages. Now, here's what I mean. So, people ask whether or not they can really learn to code with Scratch because they think that Scratch might not be a real programming language. Now, I think that comes from the fact that Scratch is a visual programming language, meaning that you drag and drop and snap visual blocks together rather than typing everything out in text like you would with a language like Java. So, the story goes like this. Most professional developers use a text-based programming language. Therefore, visual programming languages must not be real, and therefore, you can't learn to program with a visual language like Scratch. Now, to that, I say nonsense. All programming languages, including Scratch, have a few things in common. First, they have variables and data. Second, they have statements. Third, they have control structures that allow your code to make decisions or repeat things. And fourth, they have operations that allow your program to make calculations. Now, all programming languages allow you to combine these things to create useful programs. So this is true of Scratch, Java, Python, or any other programming language. Therefore, learning any of these languages is really learning to code. So another thing that's true about learning to code, no matter what programming language you choose to start with, is that learning your first language makes learning the second language easier, and learning the second language makes learning the third language easier, and so forth. So you may be asking yourself, if all programming languages allow you to create useful programs, why do we have so many? Well, that's a fair question. So one of the reasons for this is that each programming language and all the tools that are built to support that language are suited to solve particular problems. So some languages like Scratch are great for creating browser-based games, while others like Java are suited for creating complex web applications. Now, having many different languages allows developers to choose the best tool for the job. So, given all of this, we start kids programming with Scratch because it's browser-based, it's approachable, it's intuitive, and fun. We think this will help kids fall in love with creating things with code while making it easier to move on to other languages. Happy coding!